get to it. I'm excited to get started with you. I have some sobering questions that I hope that you will be very honest with yourself when you begin to answer. You can just answer these in your head, but I want to know, how crowded is the marketplace for your product category? For whatever it is you're making, is that ceramics or apparel or jewelry or paper products or candles or bath and body products? How many other people out there are making the same type of products? Then here's my second question for you. Are you currently the only company offering whatever it is that you make? So if you put a particular spin on those candles or on that apparel, are you really the only one out there operating in that special niche or space? Third question for you, are you currently the lowest priced brand offering whatever it is that you make? Are you cheaper than everybody else around you? I certainly hope not, but a lot of people buy on price, so it's a fair question, right? Here's a good one. How easy would it be for a competitor to replicate your product, to knock it off and then push it out into the marketplace themselves? In other words, how secret is your secret sauce? Those questions are often very, very sobering. And if you felt your anxiety build and your blood pressure rise as I asked them and you contemplated them, then I want you to know that brand development is really the cure for that anxiety and that increase in blood pressure. Everything boils back to brand development. Fret not, for you are in the right place. This is a safe spot, and we are going to do our very best, you and I working together as a team, to really help your brand stand out, to raise your prices, to make your people want to pay higher prices. It's absolutely possible. Stick with me. I'll show you how we do it. But we're going to try and make you impervious to all that competition around you. And brand development is how you do that. So let's start with some definitions. A commodity, you've probably heard the word before, but may not know exactly what it means. Commodities are products which can be easily substituted for one another. They're items for which there's certainly a demand, but there's no real qualitative difference across a marketplace. In other words, I could buy this bar of soap or I could buy that bar of soap, but it really doesn't matter to me which one I buy. I just need to get clean. So I usually buy the one that's like on sale at Target or my local grocery store, or the one that's easiest for me to get my hands on. No big difference, no brand loyalty. Now let's contrast that with a brand. Brands create differentiated products, which are highly desired by their customer base. Brand customers have some degree of loyalty, and they seek out these specific goods in the marketplace. Brand customers are, bear with me now, less likely to substitute products based on price and availability. I hope your ears perked up. Availability is how easy something is to get. So brand customers are less likely to substitute goods because they are easier to get or because they are cheaper. Let's look at a few examples. Corn, fresh ears of corn. If you roll into the grocery store, you're probably not looking for that one specific brand of fresh corn, right? There's just a bin there. Now, you may have some preference for conventional versus organic, but what you're probably buying on is just which one looks the freshest, which one looks the healthiest. Another example is gas, the gas that you put in your car. If you have a preference, it's probably for the gas station. Perhaps they have the cleanest bathrooms, or their facility is the easiest one to navigate into, right? There's a good traffic flow pattern. It's not hard to get your vehicle in there. Or maybe, just maybe, they have 2-for-1 slushies during happy hour. I wouldn't blame a girl for loving a gas station for a good slushie. Who doesn't want free slushies? But the gas that goes into your car is probably 6 of one, half dozen of the other, and you're buying based on how close it is to the route that you're traveling and how cheap the gas is. Steel beams that go into buildings. Nobody knows the names of those things, right? Steel's just steel. It's a commodity, as is the wheat that's ever present in so many of our foods, and gold bars as well. So on the flip side of this coin, we have brands. Those are Nike Roshe shoes. I have teenage daughters, and one of my teenage daughters is a Nike fanatic. She does not care what special is being run by Reebok or what the latest New Balance shoe is. She wants Nike Roshes, period, end of story. It doesn't matter if we have to mail order them or travel to the mall that's further from our home. It doesn't matter if we pay more for them. That's the shoe that she wants. And see, she's very particular and very loyal to that specific brand. Also, Starbucks. I know people who will drive by a Dunkin' Donuts that is closer to their home and cheaper in price to get to a Starbucks so they can have that specific customer experience, so they can enjoy that specific atmosphere and have that cute green mermaid cup. How about Louis Vuitton bags? Louis Vuitton has an immense amount of brand loyalty. Women who love Louis really love Louis. They collect the bags. They have the matching carry-on. If they're really fortunate, they have the trunk or the big piece of luggage that travels with them. But they wouldn't be caught dead carrying a purse from Target or even one from Coach. That's not the narrative that they're having with themselves or want to project to the world about themselves. Another great example is Mac. Mac users are Mac users, and they really don't care how cheap the price on that new PC is from Best Buy. If it doesn't have the Apple logo, they're not touching it. And one of the most powerful brands in the world is Harley-Davidson. People ride Harleys almost as a religion. They bond with other people over their love of Harleys. They wouldn't be caught dead on a Honda crotch rocket. They put the Harley logo on their clothes, and some of them even put the Harley logo on their bodies via a tattoo. That's some extreme brand loyalty, and it's made Harley one of the most valuable brands on the planet today. So commodities compete on two things: price and availability. How cheap is it, and how easy is it for me to get my hands on? Brands compete on something completely different. Brands compete on emotional resonance, how this product makes them feel, how well they believe they're spending those dollars, what kind of narrative this particular purchase projects to the world about them. Those are all facets of emotional resonance. So if we're trying to build a brand, we have to get away from the idea that it's going to be readily available in every corner store. We have to get away from the idea that it's going to be the cheapest one on the market or maybe even reasonably priced. Artisan goods aren't often reasonably priced. We have a very different creative process than mass market goods. So you and I are going to be working really hard together on building that emotional resonance. Here's my core definition of branding. Branding is just the process of creating a consistent emotional connection to a product or service. One more time. Branding is the process of creating a consistent emotional connection to a product or service. Your brand development encompasses every single customer touch point, every last one. I can't see you, so you're in the safe zone, right? You're in the circle of trust here, but raise your hand if you've ever thought that branding really meant like your logo and the colors on your packaging, that's what branding was really all about. You're probably in really good company right now. Lots of people believe that the logo and color palette and the fonts are really what encompasses their brand, but good branding is so much more. It's your product packaging. It's the sales channels where you choose to sell your product, your website design, your price points, your product photos, the unboxing experience that your customers enjoy, the content that you choose to pump out and publish on your blog, the brand voice, how you talk about your products and how you talk to your audience, your customer service policies, the big story behind this brand, how you interact with other people on social media, the type of copy that you put onto your website. Brand development is huge. It's holistic. It's three-dimensional. And one of my big goals for you here in this first module is to get you to see branding through a new lens. It's not just the pictures. It's not just the logo. It's all the strategy and the careful refinement of who we're aiming our marketing towards. That's what brand development is really all about. So I want to spend just a moment breaking down this definition. Branding is the process of creating a consistent emotional connection